Welcome to the new installment of videos for Cognitive Abilities Test, or COGAT as commonly known, for grade 5. The topic that we have picked today is figure classification. This is a simple topic. I'm sure you would like it because it doesn't involve a lot of calculations or checking the numbers, playing with the numbers, and so on and so forth. So it's more to do with your visual abilities than your mathematical or calculation abilities. But having said that, I would say there will still be certain patterns and rules that you will need to learn through. In this topic, we will probably split this topic into two parts, part 1 and 2, and this is the part 1. We will go through simple basic rules and patterns and how they help you analyze the figures that you see. So without further ado, I'll jump into the first problem, and what we see here is three sets of figures. That's first set, second set, and third set, and we have to establish a single common pattern between these three sets and then find from the given 5 options which one is the right fit in these set of figures. So I think the first rule you can think of is to count the number of sides. That gives you a clue on what the different type of figures we are looking at. And here what we have is a triangle with 3 sides and a quadrilateral that has 4 sides. Here a quadrilateral with 4 sides, and a pentagon obviously has 5 sides. Here, if it's not obvious to you, you may start counting, and as you count, the best practice is to mark those sides. So I'll use a different color here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is the last one, 6. So it's a hexagon. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 6 and 7. So any pattern do you see? We have a 3 and a 4 side figure, 4 and a 5 side, and 6 and a 7 side. So we have to have first figure with certain number, and the second figure is a side added to it. Here we have a heart. I can't count the number of sides, so I'll keep it aside, not my option. What I have here is a 4 side. There is no increment that I need here in the number of sides, so I'll keep it away. Here I have 3 sides, and obviously it's an inverted pentagon, so it is jumping by 2 sides. Here, if you compare the shape, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The 7 side heptagon, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 side figure. That's a different type of an octagon. So this looks like to be my answer, but let's confirm that. We have this is an hexagon. Visually you can tell that, and this is more than 7 sides clearly. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's an decagon in that sense, with a 10 sides. So I won't choose it. What I need is a figure plus 1 side as a second figure. That's where I satisfy the pattern, satisfy the condition. Jumping into the second problem, and what we really have is a circle with 4 quadrants, and there are different shapes in these 4 quadrants, and a quick glance will tell me that those 4 shapes are same in all 3 diagrams or all 3 figures. We have a quadrilateral, a circle, a semicircle, and a square. Square, quadrilateral, circle, semicircle, square, semicircle, quadrilateral, circle. So I need those figures, and we have to find how they fit together as the second step. If I see A, D, and E figures have something called a plus sign, which is not what I need. So what we have left with is B and C. A closer look tells me that C had something of a square, which is not necessarily the way I want oriented, as in this is a tilted square or almost a diamond shape. It's something that I'm not looking for. What I'm looking for is a simple square. That's what I find here. So I have a square, a circle, a quadrilateral, and a semicircle as I need, and fits my bill. That's my answer. Next, when you see a L-shaped solid figure with a circle it's at one of its tips. So if I think what is really happening here is, if I start with this as a first figure, the second figure, and this third figure. So if you tilt the first figure in the anti-clockwise direction by 90 degrees is what you will get as a second figure. If you tilt second figure with a 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction, again 90 degrees anti-clockwise, is what you will get the third figure. So if I continue with that, what I see here is I have to tilt this L when in a 90 degrees. So I'll get something like this. Pardon my paintings here. And then the circle will have attached to one of these edges. So if I compare my figure with, let's say, figure A, that clearly is the solution for me here. So the pattern is, just to remind you how to remember this, anti-clockwise 90 degrees. That's where you have. If I just look at the other options, the circle is shifted at the angle or at the corner, so not my not the one I'm looking for. Here the shape of L doesn't fit. The shape of L doesn't fit. Shape of L fits in this problem, but the circle has moved to another corner altogether, or another side end point, if I may, altogether. So E is not an option. So sometimes it helps to draw the solution figure itself, as I did in this problem, and that might give you a correct answer right away. What we have here is another set, and again, remember the first rule, count the sides. That's gonna help me here because it's all about the number of sides in this problem. Let me use a different color pen for you. So what I have here, the outer figure is clearly a square with 4 sides, and the inner figure is a triangle with 3 sides. The outer figure is an inverted or upside down pentagon, if I may. And if you are not sure, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the inner one is clearly a square. So if you see, outer figure minus one side is the inner figure. Let me see if that continues. What I hear is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 side figure or heptagon on the outside, and clearly that's a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Outside minus 1 is what I'm looking for. Outside figure sides minus 1 is the inside figure number of sides. Here it's oval. I don't want that. I can't count numbers. Here I have 5 and 3. I just have to step down by one side. Here we are stepping down by 2 sides. Not my answer. Both are squares. Not my answer. Here I have 1, 2 in the figure E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides on the out, and this is a quadrilateral, 4 sides and the inside. That is a 2-step down figure, 2-step down from outside to inside. I don't like it as my answer. What I like here though is this figure. What I have here, interesting shape of a hexagon. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is an hexagon, and on the inside it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So just one step down from outside figure to inside figure number of sides. Hence D is my answer. Now this particular figure is not necessarily in terms of number of sides or what fills those figures. Instead, what I have is, if I'm thinking this shape, this moon crescent type shape, if I say this is an upward looking shape, then these are downward looking crescent shapes, right? So what I have is a 1 upward looking and 3 downward lookings. 1 upward, 3 downward. Let me see if that pattern works. 1, 2, 3 down and 1 up. So 1 up, 3 down, that pattern works. Here 1 up and 1, 2, 3 down, that shape works too. So 1 up and 3 down is the pattern I need to look for. Here, if I casually glance on the number E option, I have 1 up, and there you go, 1, 2, 3, 3 down, and most likely this is going to be my answer. But let me confirm. Here there are 2 up, 2 down. I won't take it for an answer. 1, 2 up, 2 down, not my answer. 1 down, 3 up. You could be tempted to look at this as an answer, but I need 1 up. Sorry, I need 1 up and 3 down. This is exactly opposite. 1 down and 3 ups. Not my answer. Here again, 2 down, 2 up. Not my answer. So be careful in looking at the possible options. It's very easy to confuse figure B as a right answer, but that is not. Figure E is certainly the right answer in this case. Very likely my last problem in this session is in front of you, and what I have really here is an interesting one. If I again see, I have one figure, outer, middle and inner. So I have 4 side quadrilateral, 3 side triangle at the center, and sorry, in the middle, and at the center again I have a 4 sided quadrilateral. So 4 3 4, outer, middle, inner, 4 sided, 3 sided, 4 sided. That's how I would interpret these set of figures. Whether it works, 4 sided, 3 sided, 4 sided. So 4 3 4, outer, middle, inner, same 4 3 and this 4. So I have to find a figure which has outermost and the innermost figures are quadrilateral or 4 sided, and the central one is the triangle. Looks to me that this fits that answer. So I have outermost and the innermost as quadrilaterals and the middle one as a triangle. Here there are 4 quadrilaterals, sorry, 3 quadrilateral doesn't fit, 3 quadrilateral doesn't fit, somehow an interesting oval here doesn't fit. Here it has a quadrilateral and a triangle, but if you see, I need the triangle as a central, but in figure E the triangle is at the innermost figure. That does not work for me, so I'll not choose it. What I choose is the figure D, which fits my pattern. So that's all I have for you in this session. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share and like with your friends who are studying with you for these tests, and it always helps to share your idea, share your videos. They might find something interesting, you might find something interesting. You can always discuss with it, and if you have more questions, do not forget to put them into the comments box, and I will try to answer them as and when I could. Thanks again for subscribing, liking and sharing my video. See you soon in the second part of this video, which will be even more interesting and exciting for you. Good luck, enjoy learning.